Good morning, Mr. Rav.
Good morning to you.
Uh, we learned that Johnathan is coming back 2027.
Yes.
Do you think his return is going to put effort in coming 2027 election? And what is it going to affect Tinubu?
Okay, thank you, my extreme viewers. Like, share, and subscribe. My name is still remain Rav Tresvant. It is no longer rumor anyway because over the weeks we actually, learned from the political terrain or mainstream of Nigeria that Goodluck, Jonathan, the former Nigerian president, has been staging comeback recently. It was much heated agitation and argument in the northern region where the North elites, the key state players in the North have actually concluded that they don't any longer need Bola Ahmed Tinubu. To their own opinion, he has failed them. To other Nigerians, Emiloko has performed less than expected. So that's why it is a very sensitive argument, both in the southern Nigeria and in the northern Nigeria, that Johnathan is coming back. So the major question now is, if Johnathan comes back, what actually is Nigerian political, mainstream going to look like? Because we actually want to refer to history. In all our analysis, in all our narratives, we always bring history to clutch it together with what is happening presently. I could remember vividly that from 2014 down to 2009, Jonathan's regime was, if compared to Buhari administration, a honey, milk, and the sugar. But we are seeing what is happening, or what actually happened in 2015, was that immediately Buhari took over from Johnathan, every system in Nigeria breaking down of the law. There was mere anarchy, a situation whereby the law is favoring the religious, bigots. Let me just use the word bigots because I know that there was this kind of rage that it favors only the Muslims, thereby abandoning their Christian counterpart. In terms of federal characteristics, he actually appointed the Muslims, the whole public office, the whole exalted positions, ranging from the federal agencies down to the last, parastatal, the people that filled the whole designated position during Mohammed Buhari, administration, were Muslims. He fielded somebody like Pantami. Pantami is from Niger, a staunch supporter of Al-Qaeda. You see where religious bigotry crept into that administration. Pantami was a stronger, member or supporter of Al-Qaeda. Muhammad Buhari could not ask question. He doesn't even regard or sense the implications. He allowed an Al-Qaeda supporter reintegrating into his administration, and he was among our public office holders. And coming to the Christian counterparts, the only person we know that partook in that administration was the man that deputized Muhammad Buhari from 2015 to 2023 in the person of Pastor Yemi Oshibanjo, a professor of law, whom they actually regarded as just a professor of classroom professor, because he did not perform anything. We did not actually know that a professor was involved during or in Muhammad Buhari regime. We did not feel his impact. We could not, feel any inspiration from the so-called prophet Professor Yemi Ochibanjo, a pastor. Then again, other federal agencies were filled by such, religious bigots like Garba Shehu, the one that is speaking out for him, and many of them, and so on and so forth. And when you weigh both regime of Johnathan and regime of Muhammad Buhari could not score 35%. Yes, according to opinion polls, according to Transparency International, the worst president in the world that particular time, era of 2015 to 2023, Muhammad Buhari, under the APC political platform, handled the affairs of Nigeria from 2015 to 2018, making it straight 8 years. His performances, we could not give him up to 35% because in terms of religion, Christians were being killed, maimed, unalived in their large numbers. Pastors were preaching secretly in the north. Most of the churches, Roman Catholic and Pentecostal church in the north, were employing soldiers and security agencies, even private, investigators and security personnel to guard their premises. I mean, during church sessions, there are many situations, dramatically, gunmen, bandits, and Boko Haram terrorist organization barged into various church, services in the north and mowed down worshippers with blades. It happened at Niboni, say, at axis of Uzo 1 local government, Abane side, when Roman Catholic were conducting their night vigil. That was in 2017, barely 2 years into his administration. Terrorists, Fulani herders, killed over 35 worshippers in that church, including a priest, a white priest. That was the beginning of terrorism, act of, terror mayhem against Christians. Since 2017 till date, Christians are dying in their large numbers. I could never forget in a haste what happened in St. Augustine, Owo, Ondo State, during a live worship church service. Unknown gunmen, terrorists called bandits, terrorists, either you say call them ISWAP or Boko Haram, terrorists are terrorists. Barged into St. Augustine Catholic Church, mowed down with blood over 47 people, the Yorubas, the Igbos, the Urobos, the Usokos, the Benis, the Ishans, the other tribes in Nigeria. They were among the worshippers that were killed by these terrorists in Ondo State, Owo, to be precise. So we ask ourselves, why and how? This man that promised Nigerians that under 6 months he is going to defeat Boko Haram, under 6 months into his administration was overrun by bandits, Boko Haram, killer headers that actually encroached and unleashed mayhem across Nigerian farmlands. It happened in the north, happening in the southeast, very, very volatile in the southwest, a situation whereby farmers were maimed and hacked to death in their various farmlands, All this happened within the administration of Muhammad Buhari. So it was too obvious that Johnathan is a better contender. If Johnathan comes back, Johnathan is going to do very well. In terms of security, it was the general opinion of Nigerians that APC political platform, they invited Boko Haram terrorists, bandits, and even Fulani headers to at least disturb, cause mayhem and lawlessness during Johnathan regime. Johnathan regime was of no blemish, but we've seen how the churches in Nigeria, pastors in Nigeria, ganged up against Johnathan and nicknamed him Bad Luck Johnathan. We know their names, we know how they stand, and we know the name of their churches. No need of mentioning names on the camera, but if we do, I don't think we have violated any law. Because it's obvious that most of the pastors that took part on removal of Johnathan, they protested at Ojota. Yes, sponsored by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, same man that is in charge of this destructive, lawless and illegitimate regime or administration. Many Nigerians are dying right now as I'm talking to you of low blood BP and high BP, all in the name of bad governance. A regime, a government that is not friendly to Nigeria should be very, very bad to everybody, to even the families of the so-called disgruntled politicians that are in charge of this present administration. I think I will stop here. Thank you for watching.